Welcome to Perfect Guardian, and I am going to tell you how to be a good wife. A good wife, a good homemaker, and a good woman are phrases that pretty much mean the same thing. One basically needs to take a look around and make conscious effort at making the world around comfortable without compromising too much on one's effort. Being a good wife is actually a pretty simple thing. The only thing that complicates is the tendency of women mixing up and confusing the role of a wife with that of a girlfriend. But there's a quite difference between the two. While a girlfriend looks cute and can get away with a lot of tantrums, a wife is generally expected to be more accommodating and stable. And this, contrary to popular belief, is not because of any bias of favor of the girlfriend, but because men expect their wives to be mature and like to look up to them when it comes to homemaking. And anyways, a wife is placed quite a few levels higher than a girlfriend, and hence the special expectations. Now I'll give few tips on being a good wife. Check nagging. A wife must understand the husband well enough to refrain from nagging and try more customized ways of getting work done from your husband. Nagging gets effective really soon and acts as a motivation to do exactly the opposite. Also, it irritates the other person to the core, which more than often leads to fights and arguments. Now, unconditional support. Men have their insecurities and issues, and being supportive means to tell them that they are alright and you love them just the way they are. Make your husband feel good about himself and be generally respectful to him. Even in instances when you don't agree with your husband, you need to let him know of the same, but in a fashion that he would approve of. Respect should be manifest. Never ever criticize your husband in front of others, even your kids and the parents for that matter. Every couple has those delicate moments when they can tell each other almost anything. Wait for those moments to tell him that you think is not so good about him, with obvious solution to come out of the situation. Spice up the bed. Women generally underestimate the importance of sex and think that it's entirely a man's domain to make the first move. On the contrary, women taking control once in a while is actually quite a turn on. So ladies, please make sure that the husband dear gets enough action in the bedroom. Sexual dissatisfaction is a chief cause for marital discord, and you must make sure that it isn't causing you any trouble. Talk it over. When has a relationship survived without communication? And good communication has never been a forte of a man. This could at the first sign of any communication. To be a good wife, you must be patient. You must look for ways to reach out to your husband and find ways to express yourself to him without mincing words or hurting him. Put across your stand on decision in firm but polite words. Think it through and make your husband look at other possibilities without hurting his ego. You should be pleasant. Now, husband is your life partner, and that means an association that transcends years and ages. You cannot get your relationship going without being pleasant to him, his friends, his folks, and all other people who matter to him. And though being pleasant comes naturally to most of the people, some situations call for a conscious effort on the woman's side. The friends and folks may turn up on a hard day without warning, and you have every right to be pissed off, but not at the cost of your husband's self-respect. Attend to them and be pleasant, and then you can tell him later on how tired you were and how much would you have appreciated a quiet evening that day. Your grace and dignified attitude will definitely make him understand. So thank you. Please subscribe to my channel Perfect Guardian and give your comments.